literally standing inside a guardhouse that was built by the Poles to repel the Germans. It was done in a very short period of time, but it's quite interesting if you have a look. I don't know how they let people walk under there, but
yeah,
it's obviously seen some
action.
The
whole thing is really in ruins, and rather than rebuild it, they've just left it how it is to show what happened.
Yeah.
Lots of people lost their lives here.
There will be no more win or lose. I'll be the one to break the truce. But rest assured, I feel the pain. I'm tired standing in the rain. I let the fire loose. I let the fire loose.
So just a little bit of history here. Westerplatte is one of the two places in Gdańsk where the Second World War actually began. We already showed you the first one, which was in the Gdańsk post office. So at the same time that was happening, this was around dawn on the 1st of September 1939, there was a German ship that docked at Gdańsk. And they thought at the time that it was just a courtesy visit. There was a German tradition of kids coming to honor the German soldiers from the First World War. There were 200 plus German soldiers that were hidden below the deck. The Poles here at Westerplatte were severely outnumbered, but they kept fighting. The news that Westerplatte continued to fight in the radios across the country gave Poles hope. And it became a symbol of fighting against insurmountable odds. The Polish postal workers in Gdańsk continued to fight from dawn until 5 p.m. that day, not knowing that Westerplatte had already fallen. They were still expecting reinforcements. That day was the beginning of the Second World War, and from that point on, Gdańsk became known as part of the Third Reich. All of the Poles that were captured were eventually sent to the Stutthof concentration camp a few hours from Gdańsk, and some people, like the postal workers, were shot and executed.
Now that I've read all about what's happened here, you've got to say that the Germans broke every international law that there was. They came in a boat into a ship under the pretext that it was with children visiting Gdańsk, and actually had 250 soldiers hidden under the inside of the boat. Then when people surrendered, they shot them. And we all talk about Auschwitz, it's called Auschwitz. But Stutthof, I think it was like 1 million Polish people were sent to the concentration camp and murdered there. It's really sobering.
And though it's hard to just let go, we must find new meaning. Amen. My words are burning inside out. I won't go away. There will be no more win or lose. I'll be the one to break the truce. But rest assured, I feel the pain. I'm tired standing in.
So we've just finished going around the Westerplatte Museum. I would really recommend it. From our Airbnb in Gdańsk, it cost us $3 zloty and 80 cents each, one way. So
About €1.
yeah, about €1 each. And the museum's free. You just walk in. It's open air. So like all of the buildings that they used during those times are still here. Some of them have been, reinforced because they're really falling apart. But you just kind of walk around at your own pace. There are plaques. You don't really need a guide. There are things that are written in Polish and English, which we found really useful. I thought it was really well done.
And it's just really factual as opposed to propaganda. So
Yeah. I would recommend it.
Thumbs up. Same here.
We then took the bus back to Gdańsk, where we went to the World War II Museum.
Oh, nothing's easy, but I'll be
even know what to say. Didn't expect that it would be so emotional.
It's very draining. It really is. It's a very, I think it's a very fair documentary type portrayal of what's really happened here
Yeah.
during the war. I mean, there were no holds, no punches held back.
We didn't actually finish everything because we just got to a point where it was just enough. It was just too much to process.
And just horrific, some of the things that happened that people did, just horrific.
On all sides of the war. It wasn't just about the Nazis and the atrocities they committed. It was about the Soviets and the Americans, the Japanese,
Italians, the Croats.
Just everyone. That war was horrible for everyone involved.
I let the fire loose.
Sad.
Why are you like half smiling?
Hulk sad.
Hurrah! Oh my god. Seriously?
Hulk really sad.
Don't forget to subscribe to join us in our travels.
Also, check out our Lucky Dippers podcast.